Good morning, guys. It's May 2nd, 2023, 9:20 in the morning, 10 minutes before the market opens, and I'm here finishing up my watch list. Good morning, guys. It's May 2nd, 2023. So to begin with, I am watching CR gap up here. Not a lot in gap up, but we do have, let's see here, lots of cheap stocks. MULN is the number one there. Let's look at what the SPY is doing first. All right, so for SPY, looking at the daily, yesterday and the day before that, which was a Friday, was a good move from the SPY from 406 all the way to 412, and then from 411 all the way to 415. That was a pretty good move there. Yesterday was this movement actually, which was from 417 and 415. So just around $2 move there. Today we are below the candlestick or this wick right here of this daily candle stick of the SPY. So 415, we're down by 0.19%. Okay. So to begin with, I am looking at the biggest gap up today is Uber. So Uber had a gap up of 8.2%, so more than 3%. So that meets the criteria. I'm only watching that those that are a gap up by more than 3%, and Uber is one of them. So to put in the levels, I would just put in my pre-market data here. I'm in 5 minutes, so I'm gonna switch it up to 15 minutes. Uber looks like they probably have a news. So let's see here. So this one was a good move here. So that's Uber. And then for gap up, what else is here? We have Hour. Hour is $4.50 stock. So 12 million shares actively being traded right now. Float is 1.7 million, a very low float stock. So for very low float stock, I will just put in right here. I will just like to see it. Probably not gonna play it. And let's see for what else is cupping up here. So Chegg is one of those that have a big gap down. Chegg is float of 122.6 million. This one is not a low float stock. So I will look into this and put this one in my gap down list. So that is Chegg. 5 minutes before the market opens. What else is here? IDEX is very cheap stock, 0.04. And with ANET bid here is 146. Let's see, down by 8.4%. Float is 236 million. So not a low float stock there. So let's watch this one. And there's really not a lot going on today. Let's see, coin looks like a mover. Coin is just up by 1%. Let's put in here AMD. Always watching AMD, just down by 0.32%. BP as well, I'll be watching. BP is down by 6.5%. one of the Bitcoin play, up by 1.5%. Riot is another sector for Bitcoin. Riot is up by 1.3%. And I would have IEP. IEP is down by 5.2%. And let's see, anything else right here? TVTX down by 25.6, not a lot of volume. DV, not a lot of volume in this one as well, not a lot of volume. BOIL is down by 4.2%, although not a lot of volume right now for BOIL. Just gonna put it here. And what else can we put here? UNG. I don't like the price action there. And that's it. All right, so let's see, 926. Let's pick our top three. So to begin with, Uber pre-market high here is at 36.4. Pre-market low is 32.55. So that's a pretty good move by Uber. Let's see if it still has some room to move. That's super. It's in between right now, having that touched in 9 EMA. Next one is Coin. Looking at the daily, it's inside this one, so that's an inside bar. Not the perfect setup here. Just putting in the level anyway. I don't see a lot in the gap up. Mara is an inside bar. Riot, inside bar here. Our is the low float stock. Just gonna put the level here. Pre-market high, pre-market low is all the way down here. That's including the post-market. So I do have a level right here as well, that consolidation right there. So for low float stock, I am just going to be watching this one unless there is an A plus setup. But low float stock is a very risky stock to play. So yeah, just going to be watching that. Chegg. Chegg is a gap down here. 3.7 million right now actively being traded. Float is 122.6. It is a good gap away from all this consolidation right here. So let's put in there 9.3 is the pre-market low. Pre-market high, we do have, I'm just considering the pre-market here is 11.08. This one is the post-market data, or from 4 p.m. until 8 p.m. Since we are so far from this, I will just put in the level, the next resistance, which is this. So that is Chegg and it. 189, not a lot of volume. Not a lot of volume. AMD as well. BP, not a lot of volume. IEP 766, not a lot of volume as well. But it is, how many floats? 352 million. I am just gonna put in level here. Pre-market high. All right, so market is open. So game plan today is sit on the sideline unless there is an A plus setup. Chegg right here. This is the pre-market low right there. Testing the pre-market low. Bounce off of that pre-market low there. Just turning off my pre and post market data. Uber open in between my level, pre-market low and pre-market high. So that can just take a lot of consolidation there. Display can also just fill the gap right here, considering that it had gap up all the way to R5, but we really can't tell yet. So let's wait for what the market will tell us. This one is just bouncing off of that support right there. So pre-market low acting as a support. Let's see what else is moving here. This is the low float stock. No setup there. Let's see. It is down already by 45.2. Float of 122.6 million. This one still has some room to go. The best move here already happened in the pre-market. So what I'm thinking of CH or CHGG is a confirmation that this is definitely weak. So right now in the 1 minute, we do have some level there. This is about to break that VWAP right there. We do have a big order sitting right here, 9.72 in the ask, which is very bullish right there. Goldman Sachs has an order there. So there's a big order here too. So that I would not going to be touching that one because that means it's still not mature for this one to go down. Volume is picking up. Short selling restriction here. Let's see what SPY is doing. SPY is still heading lower, already down by 0.32%. Let's see if any of our favorites, which is AMD, is copying that. AMD right now still under consolidation. Previous day closing price acting as a strong resistance there. Not a lot of volume here, but we do have that rejection at 10. I do not see any big ask right now. Concern is not a lot of volume here when we did see that selling. So 10 here could be a good resistance level. Volume is dying here on when it's pushing high or pushing higher. Looking at right here, 9.64, 65. I'm interested in shorting this one. About to break. Taking a shot right here, doing a short. We do have 9.41 sitting right here at the bid. Tight stop loss here. Just gonna be the high of this candlestick, which is, I'll put it at 10. Just flat at 10 here. Okay, so of course, with regards to a big spread, I got filled there where I was just trying to put in my stop loss. So let's see here, is the thesis still valid? Yes, we are just about to lose the VWAP right here in the 1 minute. So I re-enter there. Yeah, I got stopped out because of the spread. It filled me with that. So right now, this one is about to touch the low of the day or the pre-market low. Thinking of adding to my position at 9.26 once it break that. Pre-market low acted as a support there. Volume is picking up here. So that's what I was looking for. So I'm thinking of adding to my position here. Expect this level 9.23 as a support there. That's the pre-market low. So hands is on the trigger to add to this position versus covering. 9.29 right now, 30. 9.23 is the support that we're waiting to break off of. I don't like that it's consolidating there. So still consolidating. Trying to, let's see here, very slow movement here. 9.30, 29, 26. We're heading lower here. Added to my position here. Waiting for a flush here, and we just broke that low of pre-market low. So that's where I added to my position. 9.11 right now, printing 9.10, and we're having the flush here, 9.12. 9.12, so this one is part of the opening range breakdown play. And with the confirmation that we're breaking off of the VWAP, we still have lots of bid on this side, so that's very bearish, absorbing 9.6, 9.05, 9.05 printing there. Volume is picking up. That's what we wanted to see. And 9.7, 9.34. So right now, 9.01. I'm waiting for 9 to be broken. We still have the momentum right there. So 9.07. Some profit takers there. 9. Lots of orders in 9. That's 10,400 shares being waiting for a fill. So that is very bearish right there. Okay, so just took some partial there. Didn't want to see that it's stalling right there. So with this, I'm just gonna put in my stop loss lower than my break even. I don't like that it's stalling. So stop loss is just a little below VWAP, 9.08. Where is my big order here? Now we're seeing prints of 8.95 right here with 10,800 orders sitting right here. So that bid right there is very bearish. They're waiting for a fill. They know that the stock is going to go down. So they are confident in just putting in their orders, waiting to get filled at 8.95. So that means that is our next destination right there. 9.02, 9.04, having that resistance right there. Once this one breaks 9.0, sorry, my screen wasn't shared. Once this one breaks 9, then we'll see that flush right there. So the flush is the one that I'm waiting for right now. 9.0, there you go. Boom. 8.85, that's the order that we're waiting for right here. Took some partial again. I'm gonna move my stop loss again, lower than my break even. So this is a cheap stock. It is just a $9 stock, but it did give us that good of broke off and break that pre-market low. So did have that support at 9. Look at the volume right here. Volume is picking up when we're pushing down. So I like this. Already up with this trade. It already have a big move right here. I'm expecting for more. 9.02 acting as a support there. What do we have here? Looking at my tape. Bunch of profit takers came in right here. 9.05. Stop loss here is 9.18. Lowering it down even more. 0.08. So 9.17 is my stop loss. Right now it's 9.04. We do still have a bunch of bid in this price, and it's about to break 9, and we do have a bunch of 8.96 sitting here, so that would be our next destination. 8.96. 9. Once this one breaks off of 9, then it's a pretty good trade. All right, just looking at Uber right here. Uber is strong. Just did a small position to Uber to the long. Added to my position. Stop loss right here is 34.63. 34.63 is the stop loss. So let's see what this one, still consolidation, already broke 9, and that was the strong support earlier. Next destination is 8.95. Uber a little aggressive right here with the ad. So since just want to lower my risk there, I am moving my stop loss a little closer to the VWAP. So that means if this one tested VWAP again, then I will be out of this trade. Chegg having that consolidation again at 9. So let's see if we can see anything with the tape here as well as the level 2. Let's see if Chegg is gonna stop me out. Chegg is almost close to my stop loss right here. $9.10, $9.17 is my stop loss there. Close to my stop loss, $9.17. I don't still see print here of $9.17. Uber, I need a push. Uber is a gap up by 6.8% right now. But this one, 35 is acting as a resistance right there. Do have a bunch of orders right here, 35. So that is helping that trade as well. So not a lot of volume here. Waiting for some push there, break of 35. So 35, once this one breaks that 35 resistance, then that's where we're gonna see the momentum there to test the 35.21. Chegg, still consolidation. Moving my stop loss here. Okay, so 35, about to break that resistance right there. Still having that strong resistance at 35. 34.99 right now, sitting at 35.01, 35 big orders here. And there you go. I 35.01, had rejection right there. Chegg looks like it stopped me out, which was okay. Got 500 there. Let's see how we can best manage this 135. See prints of 35 there. 35. Okay, so moving my stop loss here. I don't like that it's consolidating. $34.95, 35. There's a push to 35. That's what I was waiting for. Oh, 35.15, 11. About to test the high, 35.24. Big rejection there, 35.14. Did not get to take some partial there. Okay, so that stopped me out. Big rejection at 35. Did not get to partial. It was so quick that I did not get the chance to partial. Okay, so looking at Chegg again. Chegg will be interested in reshorting this one. Chegg is again in the pre-market low, 9.25. Okay, so big rejection here, 35 with Uber. Let's see if it's big rejection at 35. Did not take my partial. Trying to see whether this one really have changed the trend. It is now below the VWAP here. Chegg is squeezing the shorts here. This is the low float stock, nothing going on. Chegg have picked up the volume. It is now testing, about to test the high of the day, which is 9.81. Play here is looking for another chance to reshort this. Big rejection at 9.66. Big volume here. $9.5 still has lots of 9.52s here, 9.54. So that can still consolidate in that level, 9.52. 48, have that rejection resistance at 9.5. So Hans is on the trigger to reshort this. This one had a rejection there, 9.47, 45. 50 still going up here. Although this one was the first red candlestick. 50. Would be interested in shorting this one at 9.45. I'm waiting for a print at 9.45 and then I will short this one. 46, 45. Okay, reshorting. So reshorting this one. That is below the body of this candlestick right here. Now this one is going to be a tight stop loss. 9.71. So stop loss there at 9.71. So what is... I don't like Uber that it's just playing in the VWAP. It can go either direction in Uber. And that's the thing, when I was long at Uber, it just did a big pop right there, or a quick pop, 35.13, and just flushed. So right now it's just playing in the VWAP. So I have no edge in playing this stock because it can easily just short squeeze the shorts or just drop from the VWAP. So with that, I will look for an easier trade. This one about to, this wick right here, volume bar is dying when it's pushing up. We found a wick right there, which is a sign of a big rejection. Was rejected at the price of 9.67. That's why I put my stop loss at 9.71. That means if it tests again the 9.67 level, then I don't have a business having this one to the long or to the short. So what I'm thinking here is, if it gives me, Goldman Sachs now is on the bid side, 9.27 here, I add it to my position to the short. 9.73. 9.73 is my stop loss here. Since my size is bigger, I'm gonna have to manage my risk here by lowering it down. Since I added to my position, expect that 9 EMA will be a support right there. So lower down my risk again. So 9 EMA acting as a support there. 9.5, 49. So let's see if this is gonna stop me out. 9.64 is my stop loss. Almost there. Did not get my fill there. Okay, so stop out. So returned what I earned there. Let's see, coin had a bounce at the S3. What is SPY doing? Nothing. Just down by 0.36 below the VWAP. Okay. This one has legit. It's now testing the high of the day. Thinking of, let's see, the high, the resistance here is at 9.83. That's the high of the day. This wick right here. Interested in reshorting this one. 9.57. 58. So reshorting this one. Just a small position here. Let's see what Uber's doing. Uber doing absolutely nothing. $9.50. The thing that messed up this trade earlier was I keep adding. So once I keep adding, I have to lower down my risks. And lowering down my risk, meaning I have to put it below the wick, which is here, and that's why I got stop out. So now with just a smaller position, I can have my stop loss at the high of the day or at this 9.71, giving it some room to consolidate, because unfortunately with a tight stop loss, you're not giving the stock some room to have that consolidation. About to put my stop loss, but now it's moving below the 9 EMA, so I just added to my position, and then now 9.71 is the stop loss. Giving it a little room, 9.72. Baba, nothing. Uber is just not doing anything at all. It's just in this VWAP right here. Tesla. Oh wow, Tesla. Look at this hammer right here. This is very bullish right here. At that hammer right there, 163. So 163 could have been, yeah, this level right here. Basing it from the daily. Yeah, very bullish there. This is the low float, which is not even shortable. Right. All right, so what is Jet doing? Looks like Check is probably done with its move. Tesla, big rejection at Tesla. Let's see, SPY, 0.44 now. Let's look at what Tesla is doing. Tesla had a good rejection right there. Could be a good pullback right here. Yeah, the thing about this is it could just be a good pullback to the long. So lowering down my risk here. I don't like that it's consolidating here. I have tendency of getting stop out here, but I don't like that it's consolidating for far too long. Wanted to long here at 164, but I Just so hard to read. Tesla. We're now above the 9 EMA here. Uber. Wow. Wow. FOMO here to short. So SPY is breaking down here. Trying to see if there's any other better stock to trade. Wow, look at this Yang. Not a lot of volume though. Okay, Tesla touched 9 EMA here. Nothing here. So market is still curling down, but it looks like it had found a bottom as well. So Tesla is very strong. It did test this level again, and thinking of a longing Tesla, but that is if market is also strong. 163.89. $63.94, 92. Still heading lower here. Okay, entered long here, small position. Wow. Stop loss here is 163.61. 163 point. Okay, all out there. So Amazon is a good short here. Shorting Amazon here. Just because of this inverted hammer right here. Added to my position to the short for Amazon. SPY is still heading lower. I need SPY to flush. Stop loss here, 103.17. Check. Still consolidating. Looks like, let's see if it's gonna stop me out. SPY is still heading lower. Let's see, it's about to stop me out here. I did have a tight stop loss here because I do have a big volume. So I shorted it here. Lots of consolidation today, lots of wick. Almost, yeah, so that stopped me out. Looks like this one just stopped me out and now it's heading lower. Volume is dying when it's pushing up. So let's see here if this one, SPY is still heading lower. Did not want to add to my share just because it's very weaky. Volume here is dying when it's pushing down, pushing up. Stop loss here is that high of the day. I haven't punched it in just because I'm looking at this stock, not looking at any other stock here. Monitoring SPY as well. SPY still haven't found the bottom. So 103. Still the high of the day is 103.38. So that is my stop loss right there, 103.38. 103.38. Once it gets printed there, then I am all out. So hands is on the trigger to cover all. Once that 103.38 gets printed in the tape. $103, 38. $103.2724 is the tape. SPY is having a good pullback here. Thinking of Amazon as a laggard. SPY already had a move lower, and Amazon is still heading higher high, higher low. So that means Amazon can just still be a laggard. If I wasn't red to begin with Amazon, this is a good position to add to the short. But right now I just needed a wider stop loss, which is right here at 103.38. And that's why I am not adding to my position here. So stop loss here is still at 103.38. 103.38. So 103.30. $39. Putting my stop loss there. Chegg is working now. Took a while for this one to work. Did not get to add to my position here. So lowering down my stop loss here. Lower than my stop loss. So market is still dumping here. We're having this consolidation here. Chegg is working. Took a while for this to work. Did not get to add to my position because I anticipated the consolidation. This is a very good place to add, but since I'm red, gonna be conservative and not add to this position to the short. Really tempted to add here, but this is the laggard that I was thinking of. Chug or Chegg about to stop me out there. Tesla, wow. Uber is still heading higher. Just testing the high of the day here for Uber. Very nice order flow for Amazon today. Almost looks like I'm looking at Tesla. Bunch of red prints there. Waiting for to break the low of this 9.24. Waiting for still a break of this. $9.25, waiting for that to be broken. Bunch of bid here still, so that's very bearish. 9.20 is the next destination, 9.19. Amazon is just consolidating. This level right here is higher than this level. This level is higher than this level, so we're still heading lower low, lower high. Big volume bar right here. SPY is still okay, so this one is working, lowering down my stop loss here, trailing it down. Amazon, yeah, good place to add to the short was at this level, but just very weaky. So I'll wait for this one to do a lot of consolidation there. Lowering this one down. Coin looks like it found a bottom, 48. Doesn't look like it will have a push through. Not a lot of volume. Look at this wick. This wick right here. Come on. Look at how big that wick is. So just trailing my stop here. I can get stop out here anytime. Okay, hour is a low float here, 1.7 million. It's forming a 9 EMA. If this is not a low float stock, I would trade this one as a 9 EMA trade in a heartbeat. But since it's a low float stock, yeah, I'm not going to be trading it. But it's just so nice to see that it's forming a 9 EMA where it will bounce off of 9 EMA. Tesla is found the bottom as well here. Could have been a good long at 163. About to get step out there. Okay, so that stopped me out. Look at Baba. Baba just flushed all the way. Could have been a good one. Mara, Coin, all have found the bottom and is now bouncing. Okay, what is Amazon doing? This, try to test the high of this, 103. Let's see if this is gonna stop me out. Yep, so that stopped me out. Wow. Tesla here, 9 EMA. I'm a little bit late here. 163.42 could have been a good level to enter. So 163.42, would like it to enter closer to 163.42. Tesla SPY is also heading lower. So let's see here. Is this just a trace? Trying to see if it's a good, just playing off of this 5 minutes here. Looking at SPY, whether SPY really had found a bottom there, which it doesn't look like it. It's still heading lower. Enter the small position here at that pullback, because the level here is the high of this hammer right there, 63.44. Stop loss here is just below the body of this, 63.14. 163.14 stop loss. Amazon. Look at this check. Check just stopped me out and still heading lower. Check was one of the easy trade here. So Tesla is, yeah, passed through my stop loss, so I needed to manually get my stop out there. So Amazon, so this is the flush that I was waiting for. So shorting Amazon, it did stop me out earlier. Stop loss is the high of the day, 103.43 here. Looking at the 5 minutes, yeah, the low of this is the short. Apple had testing the level of yesterday. Low of yesterday is 168. This is the closing price of yesterday, but the lowest price that it touched yesterday was this level, 168, which is tested right here. AMD is just arranged here from R3 to S3. Could have made more here if I was aggressive to my position, but just because I was red, did not want to risk that much. Apple, trying to see whether this is a good bounce at this level. This level right here is yesterday's low of the day. Coin has a good retraction right there, yesterday's closing price. This is the anomaly. Low volume bar here, big candlestick here. So this can still have those algos that can push this higher. Stop loss right here is the high, 103.43. Low volume bar. So thought process here is, if I wasn't had a big position to begin with earlier, then this is a good area to add to the position to the short. Stop loss right here, 103.43. Test of this is the stop loss, hands is on the trigger to cover all. Look at how low the volume is with this big candlestick here. What's gonna happen is all those who have stop loss right here is you're gonna get filled, and then this one is gonna head lower again. Okay, so I'm out there. That's a big short squeeze right there. Looks like the SPY have found, let's see. So look like Apple have found bottom right here at the S4. Just started a small position. Stop loss right here is below this S4, 68.55. I'm out. AMD is doing the range. Last trade here in Amazon. So this one now, pre-market low is acting as a resistance there, that 103.56. thinking of shorting Mara here. We did have this inverted hammer here. Tesla had a good flush down right there. Good flush right here. Testing the closing price from yesterday for Tesla. Stop loss here, 103.71. Yesterday's closing price acted as a strong support there. Just entering a small position here to the long side. Stop loss here, 160, just below this. 161.91. Added to my position to Tesla. Looks like SPY have found a bottom. Still some consolidation there. Look at what the SPY did. Had just massive flush right there. We haven't seen any turnaround yet in SPY. So it looks like we did found a bottom here with Tesla. Tesla SPY found a bottom here to 409.65. That's support right there. So just holding my trade here in Amazon, giving it some room. Apple also found a bottom here. Just entered long. Stop loss here is 168.15. Just waiting for this one to break. Just making sure that all my stops are there. Tesla, Amazon, since I'm watching three, I want to make sure that all the stops are there. So Amazon is finally working, but it did give me a hard time here. Okay. So now just trying to lower my stop loss here. Just trailing my stop here now. Tesla, what happened here? Tesla had to update my stop loss, 161.92. Amazon still heading lower, but this one was the trade that messed up my game. Expect that VWAP is going to be a strong support there. Apple is just beautiful here. Look at how clean that is. Still waiting for this one to flush. I need this one to flush down. Break that 102.78. Tesla. Lowering down my risk here. Amazon is still flushing, so just trailing my stop here in Amazon. There's no reason to take partials here just because this one is just very weak. But this one was the laggard that I was talking about earlier. Let's see, Tesla is... So I'm gonna get out of, let's see, stop loss here is this level, 161.92. Okay, so that stopped me out. Did not get to capture here because I was watching Tesla. Stop loss here. I just put it below this candlestick right here. Just want to just break this. Baba, did we found the bottom here? See if this is gonna stop me out. And I am just gonna get out of my Tesla trade here. Okay, so out of Tesla. That was a red trade there. Moving my stop loss here above my break even. Amazon stopped me out, but still has a room to go here. Uber is just flat. Looks like everything is just getting okay. I just went out of my Apple trade. SPY is still heading lower here, so I can just re-enter the trade there. Tesla tested again the level of yesterday's closing price here. Re-entering long a Tesla. Amazon still heading lower, but my orders, I got stop out there. Had a good bounce here from Tesla, but initially got me stop out with this ad and then got stop out here. Uber's not doing anything. Baba is curling up here. Stop loss here is this level 161.69. Hands is on the trigger to sell all once that level is touched. 61.71. So 81, 83 right now. 76, 77. 75, 76. Okay, I'm out of this. All right, so very hard market today. So at this point, it's just gonna be waiting for a reversal. We're entering Tesla here. Amazon is still below the VWAP here. Apple has that trend. Did not really get to touch the low of the day, but this one having that 168 as a support right there. Thinking of doing a long here if the market did in fact found a bottom. So entering long Apple. Stop loss here is 168.2. If this one broke the yesterday's closing price, then yeah, this doesn't show any conviction at all that this has room to push higher. So it needs to hold 168.84 as a support there. So this is not a good trade right here. Looking at the 5 minutes here, still is that higher high, higher low. Still did not get to test the low of the day. About to test that low of the day. Okay, so I'm out of that trade. All right, so for now, just gonna be looking at some reversal here. So just keeping an eye here on whatever is gonna give us any. So this are the rest of what I'm watching right now. Still waiting for a bounce in Tesla here. So what happened with Tesla is it did stop me out a couple of times, and now, yeah, it looks like it did found the bottom. Meta looks like it had found a bottom. Meta right here. Tesla is at least curling up here. I'm still long Tesla. Tesla has that resistance at 162.25. Apple also had found a bottom here. SPY looks like it did finally. Tesla is still curling up, so that's the move that I was waiting for. Tesla, looking for this one to come closer to the VWAP. Tesla took a while, but it is moving. Took some partial with Tesla just because I was down so much with Tesla that I needed to took partial there aggressively. Tesla stopped me out. Was able to catch that move, but I was just at $27. Amazon is still very weak here. Meta. So looks like Tesla had a big rejection there, but I was able to get all out at 162.52. So was able to capture this move from this level 61 all the way to 162, and trailing my stop got me stop out here, and looks like we have a big rejection there. Uber is just doing nothing still. Amazon is still very weak here. Look at this V reversal from Amazon. Apple had a rejection again. SPY is just very weak. Look at this one. Did not have any tests or any signs of reversal at all. This one looks like just profit takers right here. Meta is looking good. Looks like we did find a reversal, or this candlestick right here, 239 at Meta. So Tesla, yeah, Tesla messed up my trade today. So although this still has some room, I don't want to touch Tesla right now. It's just hard to read. Meta. Good long right here. Time is it? 11:15. Lots of consolidation with Apple. Let's see what the 15 minutes looks like. Looks like 168 is acting as a support there. 15 minutes. No signs of reversal there yet. Chegg was just so weak. This one was a good short right there. Amazon looks like, did we find a bottom here? Yesterday's closing price acted as a support right there. A little bit late, but that could have been a good long. Tesla is still heading higher here. Would like to enter long here if it tests again this level 102.4. So would like to do long 102.4. Okay, SPY definitely found the bottom here. So time to do long here, 102.50. 102.40 is my ideal entry. So just want to do closer to 102.40. One oh point 33, 48, lots of consolidation here. 102.44, 45. Just wanted to enter a little bit closer to the body of this 102.40. That's the price that I was waiting for to do long. 40, 39. Want to make sure as well that this is not flushing down. So 38. 24 is the low of this body. 27. Okay, entering long here. Stop loss is the low of this 102.09. What is it? 102.09. Okay. All the Bitcoin stuff, Mara, Riot are just ripping higher. Did we found a reversal in Uber? Thing about Uber is 34.74, 35.57. So we're just looking at less than $1 move here. It did took a while for this to consolidate. It's from 9:30 all the way to 11:30 almost. It's just in that less than $1 move. So it's hard to trade this one, just because you're talking about sitting at this trade for the longest time. So Amazon, we did find that reversal right there, which is the giveaway was this hammer right here. Thinking of doing volume is not there yet, so this can consolidate still. So if this one, let's see, I need to give this one some room. If this one, let's see at the 15 minutes what it looks like. 15 minutes, this break of this hammer is 102.58. That will be a good place to add to the long, but until then expect a consolidation there, so I'll just leave it be for now. Uber, yeah, found we have a reversal there. So look at this one. It was just able to capture that move, and then now it's just having that rejection. SPY is, this is a good time, like good day to just short everything. SPY never even tested and tried to do any reversal. Okay, Mara is about to have that double top right here. That's 942, high is 9.46. So looking at this, do we have some, we do have some normal, well, anomaly here. So I will be shorting this one. Okay, shorting Mara here. The anomaly here was this candlestick with big volume. Candlestick is huge, small volume bar here. We are heading to the double top. I can have my stop loss on this R4 because expect that it might test the high of the day, which is this 9.44. SPY is having that pushed higher. So pushing higher with the SPY, thinking of adding to my position here with Amazon. Added to my position with Amazon, and let's see what Mara is doing. Mara, my stop loss here is 9.51. 9.51. Stop loss there. Added to my position to Mara. Volume is picking up in Amazon. Tesla having that double top again. couple of tests at that resistance. So Amazon trying to curl up here. We'll test that VWAP. Took some partial there, Amazon. Now I'm gonna move my stop loss above my break even here. Just trailing my stop loss here. Expect resistance right there at the VWAP. Okay, wow. So that stopped me out. Mara. This is gonna take some time for Mara, so what did Amazon do to me? So I entered along there, trailing my stop, and it just wicked me out. Baba is a good curl here to the long. Big candlestick, small volume bar, so no continuation there. Riot is having this good entry to the short as well, so I'm going to be shorting Riot. Stop loss right here is the high of the day, which is 11.44. Give it a couple of 1 penny. 11.45 is the stop loss. Trying to see if we have found a bottom as well in Apple. Amazon stopped me out, but yeah, still heading lower low now. Okay, Tesla is interesting. It's doing this double bottom right here. I would like to test Tesla to test 161.36. SPY had that almost bottoming here. Have tested that bottom 408.19 a couple of times. Whoa, what is Mara doing? Okay, Mara, I'm just gonna lower down my wrist here. Stop loss is right there. Did I add to my position in Riot? Still 1,000, okay. Tesla. Not a lot there. Tested that level again, 161. Big rejection, yesterday's closing price. Baba curling up here. Wow, look at this, 80.95 was the turning point for Baba. But just because that anomaly there, this can just have not a follow through. Riot not having a lot of volume here, it's still pushing higher, so it can be against the algo. Tesla finding a new low here. We just broke the low, which is 161. SPY is heading lower still. Best time to short stuff. Amazon is interesting one earlier for the short, had a big rejection at the VWAP. What is happening here? Look at this wick. Okay, so Tesla found a new low. Okay, so just not a lot of movements with Uber. Had a flush right there with Tesla. Tesla, wow, still flushing down here. All right, look at that. That's gonna pull down SPY as well. SPY, is Tesla having a news? Oh my gosh. Wow, that was like $5 move right there. That's amazing. If you're short. This one, just gonna need more time. What time is it? 11:30. Need to wrap this thing up. Okay, Tesla. Look at this. So Mara is working, but as expected, this is gonna take a while. Small, slow mover there. Look at this volume bar right here. Just so hard to enter here, making sure that this is not catching a falling knife. So I'll give it some time to settle. I don't have an edge to test Tesla, but Mara is slowly grinding away here. Already have formed that 15-minute here, broken. So for this one, I'm just gonna trail my stop because yeah, it's just a low price stock that needs some room to move. Riot, part of that Bitcoin play. So this the reason why I short this one, because it had been going higher high, higher low from right at the get-go, right at the open, and then until 11:30. We did found that pre-market high as a strong resistance there, so that's where I shorted that one. Mara, just trailing my stop. Let's see, did this found a bottom yet? No. Apple found a bottom, not yet as well. So this one, I need this to flush to broke 11.24, 11.23. So next destination there, SPY is still flushing down. Okay, Mara, boom. Okay, that's the flush that I was waiting for. A little bit more. Riot, did not get to capitalize on Riot because I only have 1,000 shares here, but both of them are working. Look at this one. So this is the one that I was saying earlier. It's a fake out just because this big volume bar, small, big candlestick, small volume bar, making it look like it is bullish, it is pushing higher, where in fact there's no volume to support it, and that's why it's a fake out. So that's how you can avoid having fake outs. If you look at the volume bar, see if there's any anomaly. If there is, then most likely there is gonna be a fake out. So Mara looks like it stopped me out. Riot, Just lowering down my stop loss here. I'm okay if this one stopped me out. Tesla would be a good, I'm timing Tesla to go long here. Once we have found the bottom, we cannot predict yet if it had found a bottom using the 1 minute. The best way to see if we have found a bottom is looking at the higher time frame. So that means at least 5 minutes candlestick here. Riot looks like it stopped me out. Small green trade there. Amazon, this is gonna pass through VWAP. Boom, there you go. Just because of that wedge, that it is that consolidation, keep pushing through the VWAP, and at one point it's like a fizz that is just gonna push through, which it did. Apple, I'm still looking for an Apple for bounce up. This is the support right here. 2 days ago's low, the price of that low of this that candlestick. Okay, so I am thinking of longing Apple here. It looks like we found a bottom right there. Strategy here is this hammer right here above the body, and stop loss here, just giving it some room, is at 167.62. Amazon, good curl right here with Amazon. Okay, so tested that bottom twice, 159.76. SPY looks like it had found a bottom, entering long Tesla here, small position. Stop loss here is 159.67. Adding to my position to Apple, to the long. Tesla's just small position there, did not want to add yet, just because I need to give this one some room. Amazon had a good push right there. Look at that. Tesla. $167.61, just updating my stop loss since I added to my position. So for Amazon, what I want to see Amazon do is push again to this low of pre-market low and have a rejection there. Bitcoin stuff is trending higher again. Baba is not clean because of those anomaly. AMD, good bounce from S4. Tesla, volume is still not there. SPY is heading higher. Okay, added to my position in Tesla here. We did find a curl right there. Tesla, SPY is first time that we're having that reversal here. First white candlestick in SPY. So Tesla here testing that 9 EMA, whether it will serve as a support or resistance. A little bit of a pullback right there. 160.08 is the stop loss there. So just slowly moving here, very slowly. Apple is already working here. Moving my stop loss above my break even here. Tesla still looking a little bit weak here. Stop loss here, mental is 60.07. Trailing my stop here with Apple. Apple is already working. Moving my stop loss, just trailing it. And like a buffer with Tesla as well, since Tesla is consolidating. But with the 5 minutes, this is looking very bullish. I just need this one. We still have 3 minutes to have this one to close, but I need this one to close above this candlestick around 160.38. They have a little bit of a confirmation there. Apple is working, trailing my stop. Tesla doing a lot of consolidation. SPY found a bottom here, a curl here after the longest time. A little bit of a pullback there. Yeah, so that stopped me out with Apple. Tesla. Having that consolidation, but still higher high. 2 more minutes to have this one closed. Did not want to add here because I don't want to have a tighter stop loss. Apple, yeah. Tesla here, bit of resistance there. $160.07. 05, just moving my stop loss higher here. 160.05. Tempted to add to this position, but SPY is moving higher. good position here. Took some partial. Good time to move stop loss and trail it up. Apple is heading higher as well, so now we're seeing reversals here. So Apple tapped me out, but yeah, having a reversal here. Tesla, very tempted to add to my position. So SPY heading higher. Nine EMA here acting as a resistance there. Also this level right here, 61.27, acting as a resistance there. This one now just gonna be trailing my stop. Just this looks like it's gonna stop me out. One, having that 161.33 as a resistance there. See if it's gonna stop me out here. $16, $15. SPY. Apple is pushing higher as well. A lot of volume there. I just need this one to push higher, or it can stop me out as well anytime here. SPY is very strong. Okay, so that stopped me out, but was able to capture that move. Uber, wow, Uber's just wrong. So what I want to see in Uber or in Amazon is some consolidation close to the pre-market low so I can reshort it. But right now it's too far from pre-market low that this can just consolidate at this level. It doesn't have to move. Wow, Apple just bust through right here. AMD got a good rejection at the VWAP. Look at what Tesla did to me. It stopped me out, and then now this is the move that I was waiting for. Okay, so did not get to. Okay, entering short Mara. The best short here is when it tested 9.49, but I was in my trade in Tesla that I did not get to see this. So now just building a position here to the short. So first it tried to break the high of this, and it went through all the way to 9.48. 9.48, big rejection there. Riot already had that rejection right there. Good short there at 11.46, but was not watching it. Baba is a good short here. Had a good rejection at the VWAP. 81, but that's gonna be like 25 cents move only. also is, let's see here, a good short. Trying to see if we have some anomaly here with coin. It's a big candlestick right there. Okay, shorting coin. It is having this R3 as a strong resistance there. So we're now using Camarilla pivot point play here. Added to my position. Stop loss here is at 51.84. Coin is already working, as well as Mara. Just wanna put my stop loss there. Coin. Moving my stop loss here at break even. Gonna give this one some room. So let's see, did I put a logical stop loss there? Wow, Tesla had another rejection here. Was able to get out, all out right here, but now a good rejection there. Coin now is working. Okay, took some partial there. And now I'm gonna be trailing my stop here. Lowering down my stop. Took some partial, lowering down my stop loss, lower than my break even. So today was an interesting day. At the open, there was not a lot of movers, but now 11:52, this is where the movers. And yeah, this is the move that usually happens before at the open. Now what I've been noticing is the move is not happening not until late the day, and that's why I've been extending my trading hours for how many months now. Just lowering down my stop here, trailing my stop. So Amazon this is the one that I was waiting for to short, but shorting it closer to the pre-market low. But look at this one, already had a dump right there. So it was just very weak. So the giveaway for coin for the short was this doji right here. Then look at the volume bar. Volume bar is dying when it's pushing high. This can just stop me out anytime as well. 51.17 is my stop loss. Mara did stop me out already. And yep, so got my fill there. Look at this. Just had a massive dump here. Had a new low of the day, 167. Build up here of volume. What did SPY did? Just want to do long here. Not the best place to long, but I don't like seeing my Apple to be $20 red. So we did found a bottom there as well with SPY. Always had been. Look at the SPY. SPY had a big rejection there, but looks like it still did not get to test the low of the day. So we're still heading higher high. Come on, Apple. So my stop loss here is 67.62. So 62, that will be right here. It's my stop loss right there. So Hans is on the trigger to sell. SPY did found a bottom, heading higher now. So I don't like the 5 minutes here. It's playing below the body of this candlestick. So hands on the trigger to sell all. SPY is having a rejection as well. 7.67. 67.62 is the stop loss. $62, almost there. 65, 67. Looking at the tape. 68, 69. 65 there. If the tape prints 62, then I am out of this trade. 69. $71 right now. Not a lot of volume here when it's pushing down. $76, so it did not go through that 62 that I was waiting for me to get step out. Still hands is on the trigger. If I see that 62 print in the tape, then I am done. I am out of this trade. So I don't want to tie my eyes to that tape, so I'm gonna just put it here. 167.62. So this is just very tempting to just keep on trading, just because this is the time of the day. It's so weird that this is the time of the day that actually has more movements compared from the usual market, where a bunch of the moves happen from 9:30 until 11. Now we get to see the switch. 11, it's still, this is where bunch of these stocks have been movers. $62 here. $62. 65, 66. Wow. 63, really close to my, yeah, okay, so that stopped me out. All right. Baba eventually curled up. All right, so it's 12. I'll call it a day, and just gonna be doing a recap. So a couple of trades today. So let's start off with Apple. Let's look, what is this? Is this alphabetical? Not really. All right, so with Apple, it was a red trade. Let's see, am I sharing my screen here? Where is my, okay. So just to do some recap here. For Apple, I went long with Apple. So what I did with Apple was there's really not much of happening at the open. Let's look at what the SPY did. So with the SPY, closing price yesterday was at 415.16. And with that 415.16, we did find that that served as it did not even had the chance for the SPY to touch that closing price or that low of the day, which is at 415.28. SPY is very weak. It opened at 414.9, and with that 414.9, it just went all the way to 408. So today is pretty much a good day for the shorts, 414 all the way to 408. So that's a good move for the SPY there. So now we're down by 1.6%. Good move for the SPY if you are short and if you were able to capture some of the moves. So look at what SPY looks like at the 5 minutes. It's just massive dump there. So did not get the chance to test and do a reversal not until at this time 11:30. 11:30, that's the time that we have that little bit of a reversal, but then also got a rejection at 409, and it looks like it is about to do a double bottom here. So the perfect play here is if it touch again around this level or this zone 407 to 408. If it goes to this zone, then that is forming a double bottom. And if you find a, let's say, a hammer right there at this level, at this zone, then using a higher time frame, which is a 5 minutes or a 15, then that can be a good reversal with the potential of touching to the VWAP. But right now, there's no trades to take yet. It's still not done testing and going lower. So with Apple, what I saw here was a little bit extended. So looks like we have that exhaustion, have that high around 170.4. I was looking at SPY, trying to see whether SPY is gonna have a little bit of a reversal. So when I saw that S4 is there, and we do have that first white candlestick right there, looks like we're heading for a reversal. So the play here is that reversal play where entry is at the body of this white candlestick. Stop loss is just, instead of doing the body of this candlestick, I do have the S4 there, so I just put it below the S4. So I got stop out there and massive move to the downside, and that's the reason why it's a very good risk reward strategy to have a technical stop loss. So stop loss there is if I did not put that under the S4, look at that massive dump that I could have been into. So with Apple to the long side, this one first red trade. Now I did take Apple again to the long side. So we got the wick that almost looking like a doji. So on top of that doji right there, high of that doji is a long, and I did not get the move, but the SPY is having that pullback. So I just took my position there all out. So little bit of almost a break even right here with these two trades. Trying to do another reversal, got me stop out. Did another reversal here, that worked out. And then have that massive move to the downside, did a reversal, and I got stop out. So this one could pretty much have been a good reversal now at this time. Looks like we did found a bottom right there, but I am just done with my trade. To be honest, this trade right here was I was down by like $20, and I just didn't want to have like a red trade with Apple, so I was trying to jump in with a small position there. Let's see what the SPY is doing now. SPY still is heading lower. This one, do we have an anomaly that we are certainly heading pushing high? It's 12. It might, but let's see here. It could be. SPY have found that level right there. Okay, so just entered long here. Small position with Apple. So yeah, I'm gonna have my stop loss right here, 67.54. Stop is 67.54. All right, and let's look at the next one. So since I have my stop loss in Apple, let's see if that will work or not. Next one is Amazon. Amazon is, I went long and short Amazon. So for the long in Amazon, what I saw here was not really much going on with the daily. There's not a lot that gives me an A plus setup with the daily, so needed to work on whatever is available. So with Amazon, what I saw here was it tested the S3. After the S3 was tested, it just keeps going higher, and we did find this first red candlestick here, so I went short when I saw that wick right there, because we did had a wick right here as well. So okay, thought process is we're heading for a reversal here. So I went short, added to my position. Since I keep adding to my position, that just make my stop loss tighter, because every time I add to my position, then I would have to tighten my stop loss just to lower down the risk, and that eventually did get me stop out there. So that is the short. So red trade here, and then tried switch to the long, got stop out. Let's see here, and so long got stop out, and then this short right here did work. So short was able to capture that move, and then did long was able to capture that move. But since my position here was a big position to the short, that short one, I got a negative 758. To the long, that little bit of a move, I got 385 profit to the long. So overall, Amazon was still a red trade if I subtract this green trade versus the red trade with Amazon. Next one is Chegg. Chegg is the easy trade for the day, and I could have just stick to this trade. Just got a little excited to trade the market, so wanted to be included in today's price action. So Chegg is looking at the daily here. We have this consolidation right here. Big consolidation, gap away here. That is the A plus setup to the short. So with Chegg, what I did was I was looking at this is my pre-market high, pre-market low. So at the 1 minute, looking at 1 minute here. Okay. So this is how the 1 minute looks like. All right, so 1 minute looks like we are heading to pre-market low is the red one. Then, okay, pre-market low. What I saw with the 1 minute is those who were short here, we have a massive dump right here, have to take some profit there. So profit takers. Immediately we do have that red bar or red candlestick there waiting for confirmation that we are weak. So I did enter short here, added to my position. Immediately we broke the VWAP and did some partial, re-entered again. We're heading above the VWAP and we did found a VWAP rejection. So trailing my stop, partialing there when it's going down. And that checked was the easiest trade among all this trade right here. So shorting at the pop, covering at the drop. So this is the high of the day. Did not get to test that with this. So keep shorting it here and just covering. My last cover was this low right here when we were about to do a for this stock to reverse. So all out at this. So with that, CHEG or CHGG, profit of 366. Next one is coin. Coin is a short. So what I saw with coin was even if SPY was so weak, coin was still managed to head higher. R3 is there. We do have this doji right there. When I saw that doji, I look at the volume bar. Volume bar, when it's pushing up, is heading lower. Big candlestick here, and volume bar is dying. So I took that to the short, added to my position, trailing my stop, and it stopped me out. But it still was moving, but it moved without me because it stopped me out. So that one was the coin trade. Next one is Mara. Together with Mara, Mara and coin are in the cryptocurrency sector. So both of them are a reflection of that cryptocurrency trade. So still heading higher, although SPY is a weak. Test this high, first high. So we form a double top right there. I shorted it here, added to my position, was able to cover. Broke again the high of the day, but we do have that Camarilla pivot point, R4. When I saw that, had a big rejection, I shorted it there and trailing my stop, and I got stop out. So with that, Mara, I got 415 to the short side, which is a pretty easy trade there. And then next one is Riot, also a cryptocurrency play. While I'm playing Coin Mara and I was doing Riot as well. All of them have that big, strong at the open. Although SPY is heading lower, tested that VWAP, still heading higher. When I saw this red candlestick right here, Coin and Mara is having a pullback, so I tried to short it and trailing my stop, and I got stop out before it shoot up, which I'm glad I was trailing my stop because it did shoot up right there. So just a $20 move there. Next one is Tesla. Tesla was the trade that gave me a hard time today. Really did have to dig myself out of the hole of Tesla. Let's see what Tesla's daily looks like. So Tesla daily is still weak. But what I saw with Tesla was this massive, huge candlestick at the open, move from 162 all the way to 164. High of the day is around 165 and never get to test that high of the day, but still very strong. So what I did with Tesla was this 9 EMA trade where there will be, a test in 9 EMA. Once that 9 EMA is tested, looks like Apple is working now. Once that 9 EMA is tested, then it can potentially test the VWAP and shoot up. What I did was that strategy, which is a 9 EMA. It did not work out, got me stop out. Looks like it is forming another 9 EMA right here. So 9 EMA, you get the test there, you get the hammer. So long there, stop is the body of this hammer, got me stop out. So first trade, second trade is red. So that's the reason why I really did have to dig myself out of the hole in Tesla. Apple is finally moving. SPY finally had found a bottom. So yeah, Apple is working here. So let's see here. Did had a massive flush there. I tried to have a reversal. So long there, added to my position, got stop out. Couple of stubs here to the long again. This is the yesterday's closing price. So had a lot of consolidation there, but tried to catch the reversal. Got me stop out couple of times, but the move that I was able to capture was this move right here. So got me stop out, last stop out here. I re-entered again, and this time I needed to capitalize on my position. Added to my position, added to my position. We did get that pop. Once it popped right there, I was just trailing my stop and it got me stop out all the way there. And that stop out just have that massive dump. I went long again at this and was able to capture that move. That's Apple just rejected again and then was all out right here. So with a couple of trades here, was able to dig myself out of the hole, did take some profit still, but the best move is this one. And I did capitalize on my position with adding to my position there when I saw that yesterday's closing price is acting as a good support. That's the time that I made a big position there, and sure enough, it did had a pop, and the S3 found another bottom right here. I did started my position again and all out right here. Apple just had a big retracement there. All right, so that is Tesla. Uber is one of the trades. It's now a short here where I tried to do a VWAP play. VWAP play is Uber is so strong with this big of a gap. So, okay, gap up with Uber right here. It's trading above the VWAP, entered long here, added to my position. With the add to my position, I would have to have a tighter stop loss there. So stop loss is there and I got stop out. So this one was a red trade in Uber. So I got 182 loss in Uber. So that is the Uber trade. Apple had a good retracement there. It did have found, so I'm still long at Apple, 167.78, pop at 167.97 and had a good rejection there. It's now heading lower. SPY had still under consolidation. Let's look at how it looks like in a higher time frame. Still having higher high, higher low here. Apple is just consolidating here. This is the reason why at this time of the day is not the best time to trade, just because not a lot of volume, a lot of consolidation. Traders are having their lunch break. Big rejection here, big candlestick here. And at this point, just wanted to close my position so I can close my trading station as well. So lots of consolidation. Really just wanted to close my position here. If this is just consolidate, then this is going to be a waste of time. SPY is still heading under consolidation. Let's look at what Tesla is doing. Tesla did found a bottom here at 159.79. And Apple. So what I'll do with Apple is I'll just move my stop loss to my break even so I am closer to getting stop out, because I wanna get out of this trade. And I just wanna call it a day. So let's see if this is gonna stop me out. 67.77, 81. Lots of consolidation. About to stop me out there. Not a lot of volume here though when it's pushing down. So this can pretty much just push higher as well. Together with SPY. SPY looks like it had found its bottom. So yeah, just waiting for my position to just get step out of this trade. Tesla looks like it had found support in S3. So the resistance here is at 167.99, which is this one, and 7.88. Let's look at, all right, so let's just look at the level 2 here. Level 2 had a bunch of ats sitting right here, 167.90. So that's very bullish there. And let's see, the volume is not picking up though when it's pushing higher. SPY is just doing a bunch of consolidation there. We do have prints of 170 there. This tape right here, I have bigger volume at the higher tape, which is right now is a standstill, not printing at all. So there's not a lot of big orders coming in. So it can just be some algos as well. 67, 69, 88 here. Let's see, next destination here is 67.90. Looking at the tape right now, it actually does not have any imbalance. It is pretty much balanced right here. You have some bunch of 19 sitting here, bunch of 11 sitting here. So I don't see any 3 digits printing here, or yeah, or waiting for a fill. So let's see if we're gonna see a big anomaly here. 67.85. Still, this tape right here is not printing. Big amount of transactions that's coming in. 70 print there. $12.30. Come on. All right, so let's see. It's just a bunch of consolidation, and let's see if we can. No imbalance right here. I do see massive prints there too. When you have prints here, that is the highlighted like bright red, that means they're massively hitting lower than the bid. That's why that makes it very bearish. And a print that is highlighted like very bright green, that means they are hitting higher than the asks, which is very bullish. Right now it's just in between the bid and the ask, and that is the reason why we're under consolidation here. This one is very even, so that's why we are in that consolidation right there. 96 looks like we're heading to 168. 168 SPY. All right, so just covered my position there. Did I, or did I add? Okay, so I yeah, went out. I wanted to cover it, but I didn't know that I hit cover all. So I actually added to my position, but I just went all out there. It's this still can move, but yeah, I did not want to make this recording too long, and plus I am getting hungry, so we'll call it a day. So with that, I am up by 1685. I am red with these 2 trades, and now it's heading higher, so perfect. Amazon, nothing is happening with Amazon at all. That's just dead. Uber, nothing as well, just because 34.86 all the way to 35.9, a little bit over $1 move. That's gonna be hard to catch because we're just talking about $1.05, so that's gonna be hard to catch. So with that, yeah, I just closed my Apple position, and right now it's still heading higher. So could still go higher, but it again it's 12.25. Did not want to sit here, and I want to finish the day. So with that, let's see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So 7 out of 9 is green. So that is 77% accuracy there. Done for the day. So yeah, I hope you had a good trading day. I hope you guys have an easier trade than me. I noticed though a pattern that now most of the move happens from like 10 onwards. That's why my trading day has been longer than usual. Typically my trade is that opening range breakout, like for 15 minutes or 30 minutes, I'm done with my trade. Not a lot of those moves happening lately, and that's why for now I'll take what the market is giving me. SPY looks like it had found a bottom. So with that, it's also very important that we get to be flexible with what the market is telling us. If the market is not ripe yet for a move at the open, then that means we just have to sit on the sideline or wait for that perfect setup to form before we really do big with trading. So yeah, I hope you guys have a good trading day. And for those of you guys who are asking on where to begin on day trading for a living, please feel free to check our website out. It's called eCourse Unlock, and with that eCourse Unlock, we do have, or we offer, this top strategy and live scanner there. So you can download one of our top trading strategy there. I think that's at 20 pages free for you guys. We do have our live trading there posted there as well as our scanner that is now on 5 days a week. Our recap is there, so check that one out and see whether day trading is for you. Our day trading unlock services is there. Our courses that are offered, our book that is now published in Amazon, please check that one out. Our syllabus that's there. We do add to this content every week, so learning never stops. So with that, if you guys have any other questions, please feel free to email me. And with that, I'll see you guys first thing tomorrow morning. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to smash that like button. We really appreciate it. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.